of their highway that has been adopted by the KKK. It's on a sign right there by the highway, adopted by the KKK. Think about it for a second. That's white trash picking up white trash. They heard the county was going to blacktop it, and they were having none of that. I was up in Wichita recently, and there is a school up there, big billboard, for a university called Friends University. I want to have graduated from Friends University. That way when somebody says, "Where'd you go to school?" I can say, "F you!" One of the things I love about traveling is reading the local newspaper, because local newspapers have interesting stories. I was reading an article when I was up in Seattle, Washington recently, that Starbucks up in Seattle is coming out with a new ultra high-end coffee. They're calling it Willy Wonka and the Coffee Factory coffee. Yeah, because that's what Starbucks needs is more expensive coffee. I'm sorry, I should not have to choose between a caffeine habit and a cocaine habit for the same damn price. But I was wondering, this is Washington State. One of those places where they have legalized weed. There are the weed smokers. I want to know when Starbucks is going to go in the weed business, because Willy Wonka and the Weed Factory is something I could get behind. All the Stone Oompa Loompas singing, "Oompa, Loompa, Doopity Dank. Let's put another nug in the tank." You can finally get what you really want from a Starbucks, a wake and bake brownie. They would have to change their cup sizes, though. It'd be small, Dave Matthews, and Snoop. Okay, with a big group like this, you could get a Willie Nelson box to go. I'm going to bust a stereotype here. I know I'm a comedian. That means I'm supposed to be a weed smoker. But I'm really not. And it's not, I don't have a problem with other people that smoke weed. It's just I don't need to. I'm already fat and lazy. I don't need performance enhancement. But I was in a green room recently with two guys who are avid smokers. Let me explain. Little bitty green room, 2 hours, they smoked the entire time. I thought I was getting high. I was getting that, what do you call it, probation violation. Turns out a probation officer doesn't care who smoked it if it ends up in your system. And I could tell I was getting high because I had my comedy notebook there, and I looked at it later on, and all of the things I wrote down sound like stoner questions. Like, why does Lane Bryant sell skinny jeans? Does San Francisco not have a hockey team because nobody wants to be right-wing? How in the hell was BJ and the Bear a 70s TV show and not a gay porno? I mentioned my wife a second ago. My wife and I have been married for 17 years. And let me tell you, especially you younger couples in here, sex changes after 17 years of marriage. Sex after 17 years of marriage is a lot like the McRib. It's available for a limited time, twice a year. And you're so excited to get it, you don't realize they quit improving on it 20 years ago. Hell, if I'm having sex, it's time to change the batteries in the smoke detector. And if I'm getting